Good morning. My name is Alianna Rathke, and I am a senior here in high school. I've grown up in this church, and I've been going to this youth group for almost 7 years. Over the past few years, I've learned and grown so much from the amazing Christian mentors that I've had the blessing to meet through the CCPC youth. There have been so many wonderful and compassionate people that have guided me through some of the toughest times in my life, like when my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, or when I felt isolated and alone during the peak of COVID. These mentors like Johanna Earhart, Ruth Van Sant, Christina Neely, and so many others were always there for me, willing to drop anything to come and comfort me and my family through lots of prayer, hugs, and sometimes even lots of candy. Through these trials, I've grown immensely in my faith. I've learned to trust God's plan, for He knows what experiences and which people can make me into the best person that I can be. One of my favorite annual trips that the youth group does is called No Wimps, where we go rafting, climbing, and backpacking. Around late June and early July, we all drive down to Buena Vista and we spend a whole week outdoors observing God's glorious creation. One of my favorite things is the quiet time. During those times when I'm sitting on a hill in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by beautiful scenery and amazing people, I'm struck with the immeasurable and eternal love that God has given me through these people. The call you on the phone at 9 p.m. kind of love. The take you out to coffee after a hard couple of weeks kind of love. The constant prayers kind of love, and the big group hugs kind of love. These mentors of mine have some of the kindest and most compassionate hearts of anyone that I know. Whether I've known these mentors for my whole life or only a year, their kindness, guidance, and support has made such a massive impact on me, and I would not be the person I am today without them. I believe that having that Christ-centered community that I could always turn to and feel accepted in was super important. There's so much growth that happens in those 7 years of teenagerhood, and I believe every student should have a welcoming and kind Christian community like youth group that they can go to and ask questions. A community that they can turn to when they just need someone who will stop and listen and understand. I myself have had the blessing of being a frontline leader for the 8th grade girls. I once was in the very same position they were in, and this helped me relate to them and understand some of the struggles that they are going through. While I only had an opportunity to do this for a year, it was worth every minute. I made friendships and grew as a person, and it has been amazing to have a small glimpse of what it's like being a mentor to someone else. I'm beyond blessed and grateful for all the people and experiences that I've had in this church and the youth group. In closing, I want to share a verse from Hebrews 10, verses 23 through 25, which says, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is grateful. And let us consider how to spur one another on with love and good deeds, not giving up meeting each other, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." Thank you.